Hey everyone, welcome to Life Everlasting. Today we're going to be covering the fastest method for learning new songs. So this method is not restricted to advanced songs. It could be simple, advanced, whatever song I'm learning, this is what I do. This is the series of steps I follow. So hope this helps. Let me know down below what you think of the episode, if this helped you any, or if this is what you do. I'd love to hear it. Until then, see you soon. Alright, so in this video we'll be learning the first probably two measures of this piece called the Maple Leaf Rag. I chose this piece simply because of how complicated it is, to prove that you don't have to start off simple. You can just jump right into the more difficult pieces. It does help to start on simpler ones, but I want to show that this method is an effective strategy for learning complicated pieces as well. So that's why I chose the song that I did. So the first bit of this, we won't be playing the actual keyboard, so I'm going to turn it off. As you can hear, no sound. We're just going to be tapping away here instead of actually playing. So the first thing a person really needs to do when learning a new measure of a new piece is mastering the tempo. So I'm going to bring the sheet music down here where I can see it. So before I continue any farther, I am assuming that you know how to read sheet music. If you don't, I can either provide a link to a video that teaches how to read sheet music, or I can make a video later. But for now, I am assuming that everyone knows how to read sheet music. If you don't, I would recommend finding a video and learning that first, so that way you can continue with full understanding of everything. I will have a image somewhere on the screen to back this up. First measure is really simple, just an eighth note, so we're going to skip this first little part. This is in 2/4, which is 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So the first question when looking at a measure here is, what is the smallest unit of measurement in this measure? So looking here, the first thing I notice is right off the bat, 16th note. That is the smallest unit of measurement. So what I generally do when looking at this is I will tap it out to master the two hands, like the hands doing two different things at the same time. So this is how I master it. So you count in the smallest unit of measurement. So being that this is a 16th note, it'd be 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a. So we're going to slow this down because it's always good to slow things down. So it'd be 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a. So I may even go slower than that. So then you take all of the other notes that you see that are not 16th notes and you think in your head in terms of 16th notes. Or if you want to simplify it down just for mastering it, you could do that and just pretend like these are eighth notes and that these are quarter notes. It's fully possible that I'd actually make this 4/4 in a sense. I have three different methods of marking on this hand measure, like hand tapping. It'll either be left, right, or both. Only three combinations that are neither, I guess. But so the first thing I do is I notice right off the bat that my right hand is not playing a note for the first 16th note. So, and my left hand is, so left. So it goes left, right, both, right, left, right. So that's how you do it. So left, right, both, right, left, right. Left, right, both, left, right. There we go. We just mastered the first measure in terms of beat. So now let's look at the second one. Again, smallest unit of measurement I see right off the bat, 16th note. So both, right, left, left. Both, right, left, left. Both, right, left, left. both right, left, left. A little hard to do, but that's how I master the actual rhythm. So once I've done that, the next step is looking at the notes. Right off the bat, I see the first thing that a person needs to do is figure out what notes they're actually playing. You do have to read both treble and bass clef. I'm horrible at bass clef, so I have to actually write the notes physically on the paper. So the thing to master here is hand placement. We don't really pay attention too much to the rhythm because that's not what we're focusing on right now. I notice right off the bat, looking at this, my right hand, at least for the first two measures, my thumb and my pinky are always going to be on the octave E flat. So my right hand isn't really moving that much. So I notice A flat, one thing is the ignored note from earlier. We're just going to go ahead and include that. So we notice E flat, A flat, so and those are all eighth notes, so we're actually going with the tempo here. So and then it's just a matter of speeding it up. And I just now realized I was playing the top one in tempo, but so the next thing to do is to incorporate the tap taps with our notes that we're actually playing. So we first measure left, right, left, right. So we're going to start with the left measure here. I'm going to omit the first note just so that way it's not of our concern. It's just one note, so we can omit it for now. So then once you've mastered, you just continue on to the next measure. So there we go. And then now we can add this first note, since it's just by itself before everything else, we can just add it. And there we go, 2 measures. This method does take some time to go through all of it because, I mean, you're going through each measure very extensively, which a person should. But this is what I've seen is the fastest method for me to pick up new songs. It still takes me like a good month to master a new one if I sit down and practice every day. But this is a very valid and quick way of picking up a new song. So if you're wanting to pick up something simple, this would go a lot quicker because something like this would be pretty quick to pick up. So, pretty quick way to pick up new songs. Again, I chose a pretty complicated one. Normally, I didn't really start off with something like this. I started off, my first song, I started off playing something like that. Wasn't too complicated. After a while, you can start picking up ones like Toy Story. And other more complicated songs. I just chose again Maple Leaf Rag because it is pretty complicated and I wanted to show that this method works for any piece not just simple, not just advanced. It's a generic series of steps that you can follow to pick up more advanced pieces.